Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with blood magic, making some sigils and all that kind of fun stuff, and just trying to get access to more and more stuff. I just saw an angry zombie. I kind of want to scan him, but it doesn't matter. Right now, yeah, we were making more blood magic sigils and trying to upgrade our altar to tier 5. For that we needed beacons, and we were kind of looking ahead into, well, one of the sigils that we needed to make, let's get to that quest line, is the sigil of transposition, and we have blurred vision, great. So this sigil requires 2 blood orbs of at least master or higher. So I figured let's make an archmage's. Archmage's Blood Orb requires a demon blood shard, so we're going to have to summon a demon and kill a demon, and it shouldn't be too difficult, but that's the plan for today. Between episodes, I was working on Agricraft, and you gotta love this watering can. After basically every 5 clicks, it summons an Enderman. It's actually a really good way to farm Enderman if you need them, but at the same time, it gets a little annoying. So, while we made this guy and he works fantastic, it's a little bit of a pain. So, let's go ahead. We're going to come down here and we're going to go ahead and get some diamond weed plants set up. Just from getting them 10, I managed to get a little over, I think it was 2.5 stacks of diamonds. So, yeah, it's worthwhile. Plus the other 8 blocks of diamonds that I needed to grow these guys on. So, all in all, this was a great thing to do. It's just a matter of getting it all taken care of. I don't want that there. And diamond weed, all 10, and they'll grow pretty quickly and get us a bunch of diamonds, which is something we'll probably need eventually. So something else I was working on between episodes is bees. I now have mysterious drones, which is like 1 step away. So arcane is esoteric and mysterious, and basically I'm ready to get to that point. The Eldricks, I've made a couple more Eldricks. I had some more of the Sorcerer's Princesses, so I figured I'd use those. And yeah, as soon as we get this guy to die out, I can make the Arcane and keep going to the Savant. So that's something I'm kind of doing in the background. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Actually, it just stopped. So let's take this guy. Let's take all of these guys. And one of these. And we'll get the Arcane. So, pretty straightforward. Wait. Eldritch and... Is it not Eldritch? Also, Thunderstorms. Great. Esoteric. Which is cultivated in Eldritch. So, I can do that pretty easily. Let's get an Esoteric. And I'll just let that go for a little bit. So with that taken care of, one of the big things that I need to start working on more than anything is once I get the genes, I honestly don't need to keep them in there and get more drones. What I can start doing is making genetic templates and imprinting them on whatever bees I want. So for example, if I just make a bunch of, let's say, forest hives would be an easy one to do, because forest hives are pretty straightforward to make. It just requires a bunch of leaves. And since I have a tree farm that's not really doing much of anything, it's avoiding most of the wood and stuff. So, because the wood is full, the saplings are full, and the apples are nearly full. Yeah, honestly, I don't really need this anymore for the time being, but we have a ton of leaves. So, I think what I'm going to do is make this do only amaranth. And then once this is done with these trees, it won't plant anymore. And then I don't have to worry about the tree farm. If we need it again, we can just turn it right back on, and that'll be fine. So don't need the tree farm, and we have plenty of leaves, so we don't really have to worry about that. I almost want to go ahead and tell this how we can store a lot more. So let's go ahead and shear leaves, and we'll deal with that later. So let's go ahead and sleep if we can. Oof, we need to deal with that one of these days. Relatively soon. We can only sleep at night. Thunderstorm passed. Alright, so we are going to be getting into blood magic today. So I went ahead and I killed the other two withers that we needed to kill, so that we can get all of the beacons that we need. So let's go ahead and make the beacons. And let's get our tier 5 altar. By the way, I killed a wither with the cleaver and got a wither head, so that's kind of cool. It's not used for anything or anything like that, it just looks cool. So we need a beacon, or 4. So let's get like 40 glass, and that'll take a minute. So in the meantime, the other thing that we're going to need to make is the arcane plinth, and these require arcane pedestals, which we're also going to need one of those. So we're going to need 6 of these plinths and 1 pedestal, so we need 7 blood shards. That should be pretty easy to get. And then we're going to need to do some alchemy. The alchemy part is a little bit... Okay, we have 1. We can make more with imbued slates. So do we have many imbued slates? We have a few. And where is my blood orb currently? We have... That's weak blood orb. It's in here. Okay. So we'll just make a bunch of weak blood shards, and we can get more of those other ways, but for now we don't really need to worry about it. So let's go ahead. I want to see a couple things. So first of all, I want to take out the divination sigil, and we're going to throw that guy in there because we can't. Never mind. Because I don't really want to use him, but we'll worry about that later. For right now, what I want to look at is how much storage do we have? 39,000. That's not very much. Let's go ahead. Oh, I had another divination sigil. I forgot I lost a lot of stuff. As in, like, physically losing it. I think it's been a while. So I had to remake a lot of this stuff just because I thought I lost it. But our wand is pretty much charged up, but might as well finish charging it. And let's just get this guy full. And then we'll start focusing on getting all this other stuff taken care of. So it's 33. And that should, not quite. Alright, there we go. Now it's full. So that will be important later. We need 75,000 blood to make the Archmage's Blood Orb. And that is the goal. So we should have everything we need for, well, everything. So we need to make beacons times 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need to make a bunch of arcane pedestals. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need to turn most of these into the other type. So we're going to need like a bunch of iron blocks. And we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And I guess we could put most of that iron back. Alright, so that should be everything we need for the arcane pedestals. And we're going to place these over here for right now. So we put that there, and then we need to set up the arcane plinths in the proper order. And luckily, I found the page that talks about that. So you get the arcane pedestal in the middle. Is that what it is? That doesn't look like the same thing, but I guess it is. It's the other way around. Oh, great. That's the middle. Whoops. I made 5 of these that I don't need. So we need more arcane pedestals. And that's just obsidian, which we're out of. Uh-oh. I messed up. Okay. So, there should be a lot of obsidian in here. Yeah. And I can go ahead and make more obsidian. I don't care. So, we need arcane pedestals and 1 arcane plinth. I had that backwards, and I lost a lot of iron for it. But, honestly, in these types of things, it's not that big of a deal. So, we just need 1 more blood shard, which I think we have an extra one. So, perfect. No mistakes. Oops. Oh well. I almost wonder if we can scan the arcane plinth and use that for something, but we'll find out later. Anyways, the book actually does tell you how to set these up, and it is very specific. So, it needs to be 2 blocks away in the side direction. So, and it is on the second block. Yes, it's here, and here, and then I think it's like this. Yes. So we just mirror that, and there we go. This is the most basic ritual for summoning demons. And the demons we need to summon are the elementals. They will drop the things that we need. By the way, we need to go ahead and put beacons down. Hopefully these all activate. Yep. And this should give us a tier 5 altar. I believe that will increase the amount of blood we can have just by a little bit. But let's go ahead and look and see. It is a tier 5 altar, but it did not increase the blood. So we might need to get some more capacity upgrades before we do anything else. The superior capacity are the better ones in the long run, if we make a ton of those. So let's just go ahead and start working towards summoning a demon. And I want to get some more blood in my network. And what we need to do is we need to get stuff to make an elemental. Now the elementals are summoned by any of the magical, like, so it talks about it in here. Where is it? Demon summoning, no, not that. Keys to the gate. So it talks about all the different demons you can summon and what they require. But most of these we don't really care about. The Bile Demon and the Winged Fire Demon are both, they are both the greater demons, much more difficult. Then you have lesser demons, which is the Shade, Boulder Fist, Ice Demon, Small Earth Golem, Lower Guardian, Fallen Angel, and unfortunately none of them will give us the blue demon blood shard that we need. We need to get that by making a full ring of alchemical elements: earth, air, fire, water, light, shadow, of the respective types. So, what does that mean? Well, we're going to summon an air demon, air elemental rather, and the reason being is because they like to throw you around, and I think we can deal with that. So what we need to get is Aether. Aether elements, and we need 6 of these. So we need 6 gas tiers, a bunch of feathers, and what else was it? Simple catalyst and glowstone. So gas tiers we have plenty. Feathers we should have plenty. And then glowstone, hey, we actually have plenty. Now, the last thing we need, we only need 6 of those, is simple catalyst, which I don't know if we have. So let's go over to our alchemy area and see. We have nothing. Alright, so in order to get simple catalyst, we need sugar, redstone, glowstone, and gunpowder. So glowstone, let's get like half a stack. Redstone will get a stack. Gunpowder, half a stack. And then sugar, half a stack. And we're just going to make a ton of simple catalysts. And the order doesn't really matter as long as they're in there and in the right proportions. At least I thought the order didn't matter. Do we need a better blood orb? No. It's just not working for some reason. Gunpowder, glowstone, dust. 2 redstone, and a sugar. 348. I want to make sure that... Yeah, that's... Let's try a different orb. There we go. For whatever reason, the weak blood orb won't work. So we'll just throw an apprentice orb in there. And... Oh, it's because it's not... Oops. It's not bound to us. But we'll keep our apprentice blood orb in there. Just because, why not? But that will make a bunch of stuff. I want to see... We have a good bit of life, and it's 200 each, so half a stack would be like 6,000. So we'll need more blood later, but you know what, let's go ahead and get some more blood. We'll just throw that guy in there, and it'll absorb all the blood. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and make the aether that we need. Whoops. And then look at summoning a demon. I don't know if it costs to summon demons. That's something I need to look at. But I don't believe it does. It doesn't seem... Doesn't seem to be anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and start looking at the next thing I want to do, and that's the superior capacity runes. How bad are these? These require demonic slates and rune of augmented capacity, which require immune slates. So we need a bunch of immune slates. We have a bunch of other things, so let's go ahead. There is so many things in here. But let's go ahead and get a bunch of blood. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this stack of runes, and we're just going to make all of these into the immune slates, and we're going to make a bunch of augmented capacity. And hopefully that'll be enough to get us to 75,000 blood storage. So... Ow. Mine spiders. Tainted crawlers. That's weird. Alright. The baby zombies don't count, so gotta kill those manually. Anyways, this is done. So 6 of these. And there we go. So that will make the aether. Takes a little bit, but it'll make it. And then we can start working on getting more and more and more stuff. So we're probably just going to end up making the runes of augmented capacity. That requires some stone, and for the most part that's pretty easy. So we'll make as many of those as we can. Replace the runes down below, just so that we can start working on getting everything we need. So we need buckets for this. Let's just get a bunch of these buckets. And didn't I have a tank in here of that stuff? Yeah. So we're just gonna put that down, and unfortunately we can't, like, auto refill is on, so can't really do anything about that. So this will be a slow, painful process, but we'll get rid of some of this chocolate milk into a drum just so I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I'm so angry that that is the wrong type of chocolate milk, because that one was a lot easier to make, and which is probably why it was the wrong type. But there we go. So we need 15. We'll use 15 buckets. Try to get that many slates, and we'll make some more runes of capacity. So something like that. And we have 5 of them already. So here is the augmented capacity runes. And we can just come right on down here and break 3, 4, 5. And there we go. So that should give us a good bit more capacity. And honestly, one of the big things that I need to do is just kind of sit over here and continuously give it more and more. So I believe each one of those gives you 2,000 more blood capacity. So where's my... What did I do with my sacrificial dagger? Did I accidentally... No. I guess it's the dagger of sacrifice. It's not in there. Did I accidentally put it in here? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, each one of those augmented capacity gives you plus 2,000 to the blood capacity. So these, each one, every 5 of these will give you 1,000 or 10,000 more blood. The superior capacity is a 10% increase of the total capacity. So you kind of want to balance them if you want a really high capacity. We're going to need a really high capacity later. But for now, let's get 9 more buckets, and we get some more blood in there. And can we get some more of these runes? And then we'll go ahead and upgrade these guys to the next tier. And this is something I need to work on between episodes, is just come over here and get a bunch of blood. So there's 3. And I want to turn these guys into the next tier. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch those out. And yeah, something I'm going to have to end up doing is just kind of filling this up with things and whatnot. I only need 1 more, so that's what we're going to do. But we are going to need a lot more blood. And we also need some obsidian for this, so... let's see... I think that is too much. I think we only need 12. So that should be everything we need. And this takes a lot of blood to get the next tier. We can also use the dagger of sacrifice to kind of help it along. But ultimately, we just need to get a lot of blood. And hopefully, that'll be enough. And there we go, cool. So there is the 3 demonic slates. We can get, okay, we still need some more buckets. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. And, oops, bucket. And we'll just clean these up and then take care of all this stuff. So let's go ahead and get to the the fun part of the episode. Let's make these guys see what kind of like how close we are with the blood, and then we're gonna get to the fun part, which is we need to make we need to make we need to summon the demon, and I miscounted. I need 2 more buckets, so let's just craft another bucket. It's just aluminum, so it's not that big of a deal. And we'll get these runes, we'll get these guys set up, and something else we could probably work on. We have a lot of runes of self-sacrifice. If we get more runes of sacrifice, that would be really, really nice. Self-sacrifice isn't really going to help us, so yeah, we want less basic runes, more runes of better stuff. So let's go ahead. How good is our capacity now? 55. So we need to fill that there in half again. So how bad would it be to get rune of sacrifice? How bad are these? Oh, those are really easy. We can in fact make a bunch of them pretty quickly. So it's just gold and stone. Let's go ahead and take this stone out, and let's see, something like this, gold and runes. So there we go. So that will help with making more blood more quickly. So let's just go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can always make more of these later. But basically we'll get a lot more blood for every sacrifice we make. And that's kind of the point. So for example, I just want to show off, we have 0 blood in it. If we killed exactly one thing, we just got 900 blood. So almost 1,000 blood for every kill. That's not too bad. It could be better, obviously, but it's not too bad for now. So let's go ahead, let's dump off that, and let's grab our crossbow, and let's kill ourselves a demon. So these demons should not be that dangerous. A lot of times the different, like, when you need blood shards, sometimes you can also get access to, so if we look at the Archmage, so if we look at the uses for this guy, for example, making the Awakened Activation Crystal, which allows you to do more powerful rituals. We really haven't done many rituals yet. You can also use a Nether Star, so this shouldn't be any more difficult than the Wither. So all we have to do is put down our Tribute, which is the Aether, and then we do that, and it will summon a demon. It'll take a second as it devours all of the items. I forgot about the lightning strikes, but it will summon a demon basically right here, and it's a little demon. He really can't do much to us. And we got the Demon Blood Shard. That was easy. So that one, the reason I went for the Aether one is because his ability is he throws you up into the air, but we have flight and we don't take fall damage, so that seemed like the easiest thing to fight, and it was. They only have 50 hearts, so it's not that bad, 100 health, and so we have the Demon Blood Shard. Now we're going to use this to make the next Blood Orb. So let's kill all these guys and try to get this filled up. I almost want to make more sacrifice runes because this might take a while otherwise. But I think if we augment it with killing ourselves as well, this might go decently well. So we are to what? 30,000 blood. Alright, well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and look at the quest book and see if there's anything else we can do. Really the only thing left, it wants us to make like the blood wand and blood amulet and blood cleanser, which all of those are really nasty. The blood amulet would be really nice to have. I don't know how bad that is to make. So let's take a look. The blood amulet requires demonic slates and blood tank, and that's not too bad. The demonic slates are a pain. We don't have any more, so we can't really do that. The blood cleanser, I think this one was really annoying. Requires blood tanks tier 1. That's easy enough. Or lumps. That's right, we have to do the corruption stuff, and I don't understand how that works. And then iron and diamond, so okay. And then the last thing was the blood rod. This guy, which is an inert blood rod, and I don't know how to do that because we need the research. So let's get the research on that. Blood wand. And now we can look at it, and it's nasty. We'll need another master blood orb for that. Ugh, I don't want to make another one. It is just a weak blood shard and 40,000 blood, but I still don't want to do it. Alright, let's kill these guys. And chicken. Alright, so is this full of blood? If it is full of blood, we can start working on... It's pretty close. So let's back away, let a bunch of things spawn, and then what we're going to do is we'll go over there, we'll put in the shard, and we'll try our hardest to keep up with it. That is the plan, and let's see, let's go ahead and get... we can go put our crossbow back up, served us well. And what else can we do right now? We're gonna need another master blood orb. So bound sword could help make that a little easier to get the blood shard, but honestly I think between episodes I'm just gonna kind of do the blood magic thing as I'm doing other things, and just get a lot of runes, and I'm gonna try to upgrade the altar completely. So, get a bunch more of the augmented capacity, and then start getting a lot more of these superior capacities, and kind of balance those how I need to, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, let's go ahead and try this. So, demonic blood shard goes in. We need to keep up with this guy. So it shouldn't be that bad, it's just going to be a long craft. And let's just kill everything. And then back away. Some more things can spawn. Then we'll fly over there. We'll get a bunch more of the blood in from ourselves. And then hopefully this will work. So it is currently down to 2,000. Let's just give it a bunch of blood. Kill some things. And hopefully this works. Let's take regen potion. That'll help a little bit. Just back up. Let things spawn. And hopefully everything goes decently well. Oh, wait. There it is. Cool. It went just fine. So there is the Archmage's Blood Orb. Let's get some more blood in there, so that we can work on getting more slates. So that's 15,000. Let's go ahead and do this. and put in 16 of these. So at least making the runes is not too difficult. But now that we have that, we can go ahead and start working on the Sigil of Transposition. So we need 2 more Aether. So let's go ahead and get that started. So it's just feathers, gas tears, and glowstone. We need some other things as well, but for the most part, the sigil should be pretty straightforward to get now that we have 2 blood orbs of at least master or higher. So there's that. 2 simple catalysts. And then, let's see, we're also going to need Magicalis, which is just more redstone, glowstone, and gunpowder. So I believe it was 2 glowstone, redstone, and gunpowder. And then the last thing we need is these corrupted minerals, which are pretty easy to get. That's why I got more wither skulls, so we could have those. And Aether is made. We just put the stuff in here, and that'll make the Magicalis. Let's kill all this stuff. And something we could do is just make a cursed earth farm and put a ritual underneath it that will automatically kill everything in the cursed earth farm. I don't know if that's worth it. That seems like a lot of effort, but it is something we could do. So we just need a diamond, and we can make this sigil. So diamond, Aether, corrupted minerals, Magicalis, and then the 2 blood orbs. And there is the Sigil of Transposition. And that is a quest completed. I lost my quest book for a second. And that's going to give us a reinforced teleposition focus, which honestly is not super useful. We can make it better. The recipe for it is pretty not too bad. Honestly, we just want this teleposition sigil, the low one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So that's cool and all, but was it worth all of that effort? Nah, not really. So here's what the plan is. Next time, we are going to find some more stuff to work on. I don't know. Oh, hey, we need acceleration runes. Can we get that now? Let's see that real quick. I'm just going to get rid of all that. So acceleration runes. Ethereal slate. We can. So we can start making ethereal slates now. These things are not used for all that much, but they're used for enough. Harvest Goddess Sigil and Runic Acceleration, which are both pretty nasty to make. But there's not too much left here as of right now. So the plan is going to be this. I am going to get a bunch of runes. I'm going to try to improve this altar even more. And we cannot make the next tier until we get summon demons, and I don't want to do that. So what we're going to start working on is we're going to move away from blood magic for a little bit and probably get back into Thaumcraft, because that's where a large portion of the quests are. Have we done anything with bees yet? So what kind of bee products do we have? We have a lot of honey, and honestly I need to store that somewhere, like I guess in here. So we need magic wax times 16. I've gotten that, so we'll submit that. Refractory wax and phosphor, we've got a little bit of that, but not much. We have a ton of beeswax and wheat and quartz, so nothing much yet. We'll kind of work on that stuff as we go. It's not that much of a concern right now, but the plan is going to be, I'm going to work with blood magic for a bit, and I'm going to try to get the savant bees. If I can do that, then things will be good. We'll be able to start working on getting everything. We'll be able to get more Thaumcraft stuff done, because we'll be able to get the knowledge fragments and that will give us a ton of research points. Unfortunately, this mod pack does not have, what is it? There's something that has, it's not Witching Gadgets, it's not Thaumic Horizons. There's a Thaumic add-on that adds a, I don't think it's Automagi, that adds a brain in a jar thing. So a extension of the brain in the jar that gives you, basically it gives you access to knowledge fragments by sacrificing books to this multi-block structure. It's really useful and it's really, really powerful. We don't have that. So unfortunately we're going to have to deal with bees to get knowledge fragments to get easy Thaumcraft points. Because I've scanned pretty much everything and we still don't have enough stuff. So that's going to be the plan. We're going to work more with Thaumcraft next episode and maybe start looking into getting some more nodes. That could be a thing so that we can charge our wands a little bit easier. I also need to figure out how to fix this relay so that we get both of these guys taken care of. But that's fine. I'll figure that out and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!